Hello, this is Dr. Sergey Sorin, Medical Director of the Shealy-Sorin Wellness Institute. And today I'd like to talk about the mystery of living longer and disease-free. Would you like to live longer and disease-free? Would you like to be healthier? That's a primary question that each and every person has to ask themselves. And are you willing to do what it takes to get there? Follow through with actions. There are cultures of people existing in the world today where disease is nearly non-existent. They suffer almost no degenerative disease at all, while living a vigorous, healthy, and long quality of life, often to the ages exceeding 100 years old. Some claim that there are individuals within those cultures who can live up to 130 to 140 years old. And that is actually consistent with the research that we have done at Shealy-Sorin Wellness Institute as well, using the work of telomeres, which we can talk at some point as well. These folks, these people, the cultures that do that are and include the following: the Armenians, who are located between Iran and Turkey, the Hanzas of the eastern Pakistan, the Okinawans, the Tibetans of the western China, and the Titicacas of the Peru-Bolivian border, among others. These cultures do not have doctors or drugs, and yet they live decades longer than the Americans, and their aging and degeneration process is dramatically slower. All these cultures have a few obvious things in common as well. Their food sources are rich with phytonutrients grown in nutrient-rich, uncontaminated soils. Their water supplies contain extremely high levels of nutrients and minerals, and they consume many times our recommended daily allowance, or the so-called RDA, of all vitamins and minerals. Remember, pharmaceuticals are not necessary, needed, or desired in the healthiest cultures of the world. The current recommended daily allowance, RDA, of vitamins and minerals are set by the governing bodies at such a ridiculously low standards and benchmarks that the word standard does not even apply. They actually encourage and promote the development and proliferation of disease through deficiency and miseducation. Doctors are trained by the establishment, who are influenced indeed by the big pharma and dissemination of misinformation to their patients, which perpetuates ill health. Can you imagine drug industry encouraging doctors to prescribe natural healing remedies and cures rather than economically lucrative drugs that contain and keep people sick and living in misery? I cannot. In most cases, medical doctors have only a few hours of training in nutritional therapy and true wellness. I personally, in my medical school education, did not get anything of value up until I started learning on my own. This shocking atrocity is due largely to the drug industry's influence on the medical curriculum, which has an origin in the pharma and petroleum industry starting in the 1930s. And if you'd like to do some research, you can have all the evidence you need. True healthcare through targeted nutrition and other lifestyle factors, such as exercise, sleep, weight, and stress management, among them, is the foundation of the health and the wellness. And it's the opposite direction in which the modern conventional medicine is forcibly focused. It is the enemy of business with disease. This is Dr. Sergey Sorin with the Autoimmune Facebook group, and blessings.